Hey friends, welcome back. I'm Courtney. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Melt Cosmetics She's in Party stack. Now, this is my favorite of all of the Melt Cosmetics stacks. I own all of them except for Hotbox, which is the metallic. She's in Parties is made up of Skeleton Kiss, Last Caress, She's in Parties, and Meanstreak. These are all apparently named after songs. The only song that I know off the top of my head is Last Caress by Danzig. I'm going to go ahead and read you Melt's color descriptions for these colors. So Skeleton Kiss is a creamy bone shadow with a kiss of rose gold shift. And on my skin, it really does kind of look like a creamy yellow type color with a golden pink shift. Then we have Last Caress, which is a mauve taupe or a mauve taupe. It's sort of like a light medium, muted, dusty mauve, which I would consider that like a pink or a purple, and then it has like taupe, like gray tones to it. I think it is an excellent transition type color. Then we have She's in Parties, which is supposed to be a burgundy frost with hints of like pink and copper. And last but not least is Meanstreak, and this is a deep matte plum. I love this color. It is great with burgundy looks, it's great with purple looks, it's great with pink looks. Such an awesome shade. Now, out of this entire stack, only She's in Parties is vegan. All the other colors are not vegan. So I went ahead and did brush swatches of all four of the colors for you on camera. My camera was really being a bitch. It didn't want to focus. I'm not really sure why. Skeleton Key. This is on top of primer. This is Last Caress. That's Last Caress. Here we go. This is She's in Parties. So I can... Here is Meanstreak. I really like Skeleton Kiss as a lid shade or as like an inner corner highlight. I wouldn't really use it to highlight under my brows because it's too dark for that on me, but I think it would look beautiful on deeper skin tones. I would love to see it on somebody's face who has a deeper skin tone too. I think it would be amazing. Then we have She's in Parties. I love this as a transition color for me, so I will use this basically on the hood of my eye. I've also worn it just by itself as an all over single wash of color, and I really love how that turned out. I thought it was beautiful. She's in Parties is the main color of the stack, and I haven't even worn it once. I've just swatched it. I mean, it swatches beautifully, but for whatever reason, it's not a color that I've worn yet. I'll have to figure out a way to wear it. And Meanstreak is great for lining the eyes, to define the outer corner, to add like some depth and dimension. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, the Melt eyeshadow formula, in my opinion, is very soft and powdery. I feel like sometimes you just barely touch your brush to one of the shadows and it's going to kick up a lot of product. So you have to just very, very lightly tap your brush and go at it. I do love the fact that you're getting a ton of product because these pans are huge. So I bought this palette from Melt when I bought the She's in Parties stack, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate this palette. I think it sucks. The design is stupid. One of the other YouTubers that I love to watch, her name is Makeup Struggles, she suggested that this palette should basically be on a hinge so that it, you know, goes together like this, opens and closes, that would be much easier, and I completely agree with her. I hate this design. I think it is dumb. If I was brave enough to try to depot these, which is what I would love to do, I'd love to put them in my Glamtech palette instead, just because they're the same. They look like they're about the same size as my Sugar Pill or my Suva Beauty or my Saucebox eyeshadows, and I don't like this. I think that the Glamtech palettes are much easier to travel with. This is just so big and bulky. It's a crappy design. I bought it to try it out, and I hate it. But oh, here's what it looks like on the back. But despite the crappy palette, I do really love the Melt eyeshadow formula because it's more on the powdery side. I find it easier to blend the colors together. I'm wearing the She's in Parties stack today. All of the colors except for She's in Parties. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful stack. I feel like these cool rosy tones are kind of a rarity in the makeup community because I don't personally have a lot of them. I really, really like them. Other colors that I think that work really well with this stack are my Suva Beauty eyeshadows, Turkish Bath, Hookah, and Denaru. which are two burgundies. One's a warm burgundy, one's a cool burgundy. So I really like how these work with other eyeshadows that I own. And initially I wasn't that crazy about the Melt eyeshadow formula because I wasn't using the right brushes. In my opinion, for the type of eyeshadow that I like to do and my eye shape, I think it's best if I use a bunch of if I use a bunch of like soft fluffy brushes rather than dense brushes. So I like to start with the lightest color on my biggest fluffy brush. So for today I used Turkish Bath for that, and then I went to this brush from Saucebox, which is sort of like a MAC 217 or like the Sigma E25, which is my favorite holy grail brush, and do like my transition color with this brush. And then I like to go to this brush to do like the next deeper color to build it up. And I use this one with Suva Beauty Hookah and something else today. I have it written down, but I don't remember what. And then I went to the next smaller brush to go apply Meanstreak, which was the deeper color from the She's in Party stack. And so I just basically, I go like, the darker the color, the smaller and fluffier the brush, until I get to down to an even smaller brush like this teeny tiny shape like the Sigma E36. But that's just how I like to apply eyeshadow and how I think it works best. The Melt formula works really well with that technique for my hooded eyes, so I really love it and think it's great. So if you're thinking of picking up the Melt Cosmetics She's in Party stack, I highly recommend it. I love these cool rosy tones. I feel like they're pretty unique in my collection. Like, I don't have any other color like this, and I love it and think it's absolutely vital for some of the deeper looks that I want to do. If you were just going to buy one color from the stack, I would probably recommend Las Caress, just because it's such like a unique color. It works really well with shades like Anastasia Beverly Hills Buon Fresco or Urban Decay Laced, because it's like a deeper version of that color. It's a great shade. This color, Skeleton Kiss, is similar to, but not exactly like Kat Von D Thunderstruck. Kat Von D Thunderstruck is more white toned, where this is more yellow toned. So that may be something you may or may not want, but I love it, have no regrets, think it's a great stack. Absolutely recommend it. So anyway, what do you think of the Melt Cosmetics She's in Party stack? Please be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like this video and found it entertaining and informative, please give it a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos. It really helps me out here on YouTube, and I really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click on the little subscribe button down below so you never miss one of my videos. Thanks so much for watching.